All right, team. God bless you. This is for you. This is for the Dare Ministry team. I'm going to start to put together things that I can go over just with you guys specifically to hopefully help enhance and give you resources so that you can bless other people with resources. And there's going to be different ways that we can do these different things. So every time I come across something new or some ideas or things I feel that we can use to help you, that I can use to help you, I want to give those to you. So now I'm just going to walk you through some practical things because you guys know I can talk, but I find resources, and then I want to show you how to use a lot of these resources that's going to benefit you. So this recording is going to be a little bit different because this is just for you guys. And as I show you these resources, then you can better provide these to help other people. But I wanted to help you first because we need to be in a position where we are helped. Now, of course, a lot of us are blessed already where we have a lot of things that we need. We don't want for a lot of things, but other than to help and bless people, I think that's why this ministry is different. So I'm going to walk you through some things that people want to know about, and then show you some of the the resources and things that are there for them. And then as Rita was telling me, she gets a lot of calls. My wife, people want her to guide them through step by step with starting a business. We have that. We got something called Supply Central. That's going to be one of the things I'll show you in a little bit. And we got things like that that's available in the store. But then you guys are going to get that firsthand. That's going to be yours. So you guys have resources. And then as you guys decide you want to put that somewhere where you can market that, it's beneficial for you, you can do that. Or you want to give it out, you can. So there's all kinds of resources that I want to walk through and show you how easy they work, how to buy, how to purchase, how not to be afraid to talk to people, that kind of thing. So I'm going to go over a little bit as if you guys were like brand new to this thing. So self-sufficiency guide for newcomers, building a sustainable lifestyle from scratch. Kevin Fuller, There Are People Ministries. So I want you guys to see all this kind of fun stuff. So an overview, let's go back. Overview of self-sufficiency. Now I'm using Loom, Loom. This is an awesome program because I get to do this. Look, I get to move all over the screen to keep busy. But this Loom program, not Zoom, Loom, Loom, gives me the opportunity to be right there with you while you're watching this PowerPoint to give you an overview of instructions and things that's there. Plus it brings the program up really big on the screen. So my entire screen, 35-inch screen, has all kinds of information on there. Then there's a little circle with me. So you guys see that. So overview of self-sufficiency for newcomers, embracing independence and reducing reliance on external systems. So this is showing people how to get off the grid, so to speak, okay? And you can find, and if you go to Google, YouTube, whatever, you can always use anything there that shows people that if you talk that into Google, like I tell you guys all the time, it'll bring up you all kind of resources to show people to get off the grid, and you can start to build your own presentations from there. Building skills for sustainable living is going to show you skills and things that you can do for sustainable living, and one or two of those is going to be dumping the junk, downsizing from whatever you already have. Dump the junk. Get rid of stuff that you know you're not going to need or use as when you go into the country, and you can start selling that on Amazon, on Facebook Marketplace. Dump a lot of it off at Goodwill, that kind of thing. So we're going to talk about that that little bit. So you got a lot going on there. So importance of planning and sourcing resources. And planning and sourcing resources. It's so important that you teach them to plan what they're going to do, when they're going to do it, and then how to find resources, where to get the resources from what it is you need, be it real estate, legal, taxes, credit, supplies, okay, how to look those resources up and how to search. Now people ask for that, but you as There Are People Ministry, you can give them what we have either available in the store or from your own source. So the things I'm going to turn you guys on to, you guys need to put those in a business portfolio for yourself, because as these people start to come to you to consult, to help them out, you'll have these resources. Granted, we do want to give everything out for free, but then people end up using all of your time. You got to be practical with this thing, and they understand that they have to pay for certain things that they need. So it's not really honestly about money. It's about you being able to help and assist these people with a lot of the things that they need, and they want to be hand or spoon fed or hand fed, whatever. But so it's okay to put some sort of price on that allows for your time. And it's not a lot. That's why we started $75 an hour for the ministry, because it gives them the resources they need, and they can book you for 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10, 12 hours. They don't have to use all that at one time. Make that clear. They can use it as they need it. And then that their resources is kind of unlimited, because what you don't have for them at that time, you bring it back to the table. We all view it and get something for them. So, but sourcing your resources is going to be key. So I'm going to show you a lot of that fun stuff. Setting a clear path for success. letting the people know right off the bat, well, you're going to succeed at this because you're going to follow what we laid out for you. The rules are simple, the guides are easy, steps are there. All you got to do is walk in it. We're doing something that God has already ordained and pre-laid out for you to do, and that's what you have to explain to them. God has said, move to the country. The Bible teaches us to prepare and move the country. Babylon is fallen, that great city. We know about that. The cities are falling apart. It doesn't mean a bomb's hitting the city, but it does mean there's devastating things that's going to have devastating effects, I should say, on people that continue to follow God, that want to be Christians, that want to be sealed, want to be saved, that want to make it to heaven, that want to be part of that remnant. We have to get out of the cities. We just have to. So let them know about that. So setting a clear path for success, avoiding costly mistakes by doing proper research and preparation. Don't make the mistake showing people how not to make the mistake of jumping up and just buying a property because Cousin Willie said it was okay to buy. Talk to them again about sourcing the resources, finding out, going step by step by step by step. We already laid out everything in a lot of our pamphlets and a lot of our guides. As you guys have access to all of the conference pieces that we did. Take your time and download each one of those. I redid some, I updated some. I did them also in Loom and added more clarity there. Just for you guys. You guys have access to all of that so that you can overview that and lay all that out. Start to copy those resources. Put those in your bank. Put those in your back pocket. Those things can get you money. And my determination here, I'm determined to make everybody successful consultants. And you guys are already good and skilled at what you do. So all these resources, I'm just going to pour them out to you and share everything that I come across, okay? So helping people avoid costly mistakes and research can save them money. You should tell them that right off the bat. That shows them. I had a gentleman, and I still didn't take money from him. I told him, I said, I'm going to do this for you for free because your wife been calling us. She's part of the team. She's been praying, and you called and you believe, and I'm going to do it for free. So we made the appointment. I made a Zoom. I did it for free. The Zoom lasted 2 hours. He says, okay, how do we pay you? How can I pay you? How can I give you some money? I said, what did I tell you before? What did I tell you last week? I said I would do this, and I have to be a man of my word, and I would not charge you for this. He saw the value in the information when I gave it to him. And even though I still gave him everything he desired, there was still more. And so he called, so no, he wants to set another appointment up, of course, for pay. But it wasn't about the money right then and there because God didn't have us do this to be broke or to be rich. That's not what it's about. It's being able to provide that knowledge and the power, to having the power to give out just what they need. Or God's given us the power only through the grace of God, when I say that we have the ability to give people what they need. So this is going to help you guys. So make sure you do all your research as well, and then we help them. So step one, let me move me out of the way there. And that's what we ask God always to do, is move us out of the way so things can happen. That's why I like Loom. I can move me all around. So step one, access a plan you need. So set goals. Housing. You plan on move to the country. When you say housing, the new house you're going to go to or look for, the land, plus getting rid of the old house or land or an apartment. How to start downsizing to get out of that apartment, get out of that land. If you're living with your mom, your cousin, your uncle, Willie, sister, anybody, how to get out and get moving. So housing is key. Food. What's going to happen when I get to the country? What food do I have now? What can I take with me? What food am I going to have when I get to the country? So we have wholesale places and everything to buy those from. Technically, below wholesale. You can get them wholesale, below wholesale, or right from the manufacturer. That's the resources we're going to show people how to use, how to utilize. And that's also the resources you all have. Now, what I'm going to show you here as our team is that not only can you have these resources, you all right now, my partners, our team members, all of you guys, can start your own business from these resources I'm going to show you on how to buy from the manufacturer. Put a website up, okay, and start selling some of these supplies yourself to our SDA brothers and sisters that they need, because not everybody's going to have licensing, LLCs, limited liability licensing, corporations, S Corp, C Corp, whatever, to do that. They just want to buy food and get moving. So, and soap and this and that and the other. So you all can build your own site from this and put those things up. And I'll show you different agencies and things like that that can help you get those things done. Fiverr being one, Fiverr.com being one. So those things can help you set up a store, set up an image. They can copy sites from other stores, put your name on it. You got your LLC, set your prices, bam, get your e-commerce going with your bank, so that when somebody buys something, bang, 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 it shows you when they're buying it. Then you in turn order it, ship it to them. Shipping's all, and make sure you get paid for shipping. So that's there. So I just want you guys to know how important that is. Okay, so food, safety, tools. Safety consists of all sorts of different things. Security, light, solar, energy, foods, guns, weapons, knives, everything. I'll keep all that in mind as we do that. Budgeting and timeline planning. Showing people how to dump and sell a lot of the things that they got to help build up a little extra cash. How to stop using things that you have to get things going. Okay, so you can build up a little extra cash, that kind of thing, and then set a timeline and a realistic timeline on when you can get out of the house, get out of there, get out of the apartment, and start moving to the country. Prior to all that, you can start taking trips. I had a gentleman that wanted to buy an RV just to go down and take trips to look for land. I suggested no. I said, don't buy the RV to go down and look for land. Figure out the area you want to check land in, get you 8 to 10 sites there that you want to check, or 5 to 6 sites you want to check for that day, stay in a hotel. 5 to 6 sites in another area that's in driving distance for that day, stay in a hotel. Because a hotel may cost you 100, 200 bucks. And then you go drive around and hit all those places where the camper is going to cost you so much mileage per road on the road because it burns a lot more gas, that kind of thing. Then you can buy the camper after you're done, put that on your land that you bought. So we want to kind of lay out those outlines. So planning, timeline and planning is going to be key. Outline expected costs. Okay, lay out the expected costs. Even a hunt and search property down, there should be a cost associated with it. Even if you got to take a day or 2 days off work, we let people know to go and look at property. It's going to be key because the type of properties that we're going to instruct people to buy are going to be properties that's good. If you're doing an auction, it may take 2 or 3 days off work, but you're going to bid on properties that make money for you. Your property should technically that you buy should have equity in it already, and that's why a lot of people buy from the auctions. Like auction.com, because it has money in it already. So you may pay $40,000 or $50,000 for a property because the average person don't have $40,000 or $50,000 sitting around. But you can pay $40,000 or $50,000 for a property, but that property is going to be worth $200,000, $300,000. So the minute you get it set, fixed up, and moved in, or have somebody move in it, even if you're renting it, the equity goes through the roof. That's yours. If you rented it out, you got that rental check coming in every month, and then you got the equity constantly increasing because you own that property. So keep that in mind. Okay. Set achievable milestones. Encourage our people. Set the milestones that you can actually accomplish, and they can feel good about accomplishing it. And you can even use that set achievable milestones even when you go back to budgeting, even when you go back to housing, food, safety, and tools. You can use the set achievement milestones on how you can declutter, on how you can raise money, on how you can cut costs on Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, all that stuff, how you can eliminate all that. Set these achievable milestones and check them off your list as you get it. Look for land. Pick a day to look for land. Pick a day to check resources. Pick a day to view the websites. Pick a day to check the auctions. Check them off your book. Create a list. Okay. Research and let me go back. I'm going too fast. Research and local regulations. Check the zoning laws. Teach them how to check zoning. You can simply call the county, the tax assessor, find out on this land I'm buying or this house I want to buy. How is it zoned? Can I do this? Can I grow this? Can I plant a garden? One young lady has 3/4 acres in Florida in a residential area that's ritzy and upscale. She has 3/4 acres, but there's no house on it. They told her, no, 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 no. You cannot plant a garden or a farm. You cannot plant corn. You cannot plant tomatoes until you build a house. And the house has to be up standard because it's a rich, well-to-do area where she bought that land at. So there's ritzy houses there. So the zoning laws is not agricultural. It will not let you put a garden or a farm there if your house is not there, and she cannot put a mobile home there. So you need to check your zoning laws and building codes, that kind of thing. So that's very key for what you're doing. Connect with local and support networks. It's going to be key that as SDA brothers and sisters that we really come together to network and support each other with this, because it's going to be, realistically, it's only going to be us that we can rely on in a way. However, there are going to be other networks and people in the communities that you can go with for plans on what you're doing, especially if you got support networks that are into feeding people or supplying food or needs health care. Things like that. So there are other networks you can get with, but make those connections and let yourself be known of who you are. It's going to be key that we tell our people this. Make yourself known, and we can help them, guide them with this, especially with people coming in as medical missionaries. Service is going to be very important. Okay. Local homesteading groups. Find your local homesteading groups. There's going to be people when you go into your area where they have these. They have them on Facebook. They have their own group, homesteading. Not all of them are SDA. But you can go in establishing who you are, stand firm on what you believe in, and then offer the services. And I guarantee you, you're going to have things they never heard of. You're going to have scripture they never heard of. You're going to have resources they never heard of. Through grace of God, what we're going to show you, what I'm going to show you today, is how you can find all these things that's going to blow them out the water, because they're used to running to Home Depot, the big box store, Lowe's, and stuff like that, buying the things they need. What I'm going to show you how to walk through this and buy those from the people they buy from. Okay. So online forums and social media communities, jump all over it. Teach our people to be involved with that because you can share things, you can barter things, you can buy things that they don't need, you can sell them things that you don't need, and you can make a serious revenue from that. Safety caveat that we give people, a piece that we give people is if you're going to sell or trade anything via Facebook that you guys meet at a local Walmart or fire department or police station or somewhere neutral that's safe for you to meet at. Make sure you remember that and give that information to people so that nobody gets mugged trying to sell something on Facebook. Okay, let me move me out the way again. See how I moved me down? Look at that. Y'all see that? Y'all see that move? I'll put me in the middle of the screen. Okay, step 2, source essential suppliers and tools. Okay, so now I'm giving you right here general suppliers that you can give to the people. And the reason why I'm giving you the general suppliers, just pay attention to me, it's a good thing. General suppliers like Amazon. Amazon is the way you can buy things and you can sell things. So a lot of things I'm going to show you all later how to get below wholesale, getting from the manufacturer. You can also add those to Amazon. Cut the prices way down. You can beat Amazon prices by 50 cents or $2 or $20. But you can also get yourself listed on Amazon. And then Walmart sells all kinds of items, and Free Cycle sells all kinds. There's tons of resources you can show people that's general. But at the same time, you could be also having your own business boosted because remember, I'm encouraging you guys to use the wholesale stuff that I'm giving you to go ahead and register yourself so that you can now sell this product. And I'm going to show you some resources that can image each of those websites, put your name on it, change the prices to what's conducive for you, change the shipping and handling info to what's conducive for you and your business, no matter if you're in Canada or Tennessee or wherever you are. And then now you have a store that's set up inside a week to 2 weeks. Now you can advertise that store and you'll beat Walmart, Amazon prices, and your same clients that you're talking to and teaching stuff and consulting with can go right to their website. You do not even have to tell them it's your store. That's no law, no requirement. Just the name of the store is Central or Get Central, Get. We'll call it Get. Go to getget.com. I just made that up, by the way. And then, but, you know, the supplies are there. So clothing, REI, Duluth Trading Companies, then also your Get. So you can go to Get. All these companies supply and provides clothing. Duluth Trading Company, back in the day, everything was a trading post. If you skint buffalo hides, you bought it into the store. They didn't give you money. You traded it for something. So you trade buffalo hide for blue jeans or for a bag of meal and bag of sugar or flour, onions, all kinds of things. So they were trading posts, like bartering, same thing. But so Duluth Trading Posts, that derived from that. But all these companies still exist. Workwear and footwear. Carhartt. Carhartt is very expensive, but it's the good gear. You'll see all your maintenance team and stuff wearing. And then Boot Barn. These are other stores. Remember, the reason I'm giving you these resources because these are legitimate places that a person can go to right now. Carhartt.com, bootbarn.com, and see great product. At the same time, you, my people, have other resources that Carhartt and Boot Barn get their product from. You hear me? So Carhartt and Boot Barn sometimes they're getting their product from a wholesaler. Okay, I'm sure you guys had to get yours from the producer, the manufacturer, who sells to the wholesaler. Okay, who then sells to Boot Barn or Carhartt, who is the retailer. And then you can get the same quality product that Carhartt has without Carhartt's name tag on it. It'll have your Get. Remember, I made up Get. It can have your Get tag on there instead of Carhartt. So now you got Get. So what kind of shoes you got on Get? What kind of shirt you got on Get? T-shirt, Get. See what I mean? So you can put your own name on there. All right? Let's see. Hope you guys enjoying this. I just made all this up for you. Get. Okay, step 3, building infrastructure. Okay, tools. Ace Hardware, Northern Tools. We do know these are legitimate companies. We can tell people they can go online to acehardware.com, go to northerntools.com, price their tools. That's where you can get tools at. Go to Walmart, go to Lowe's, go to Home Depot, Menards, all the big box stores, and get those tools. At the same time, in addition, we tell them everywhere to go. If you just so happen that you registered with a company on thomasnet.com, remember that this is for you all, thomasnet.com. I'm going to go over that with you in detail, but I'm going to give you the actual name you'll use. thomasnet.com, no matter what you're looking for, you'll find the manufacturer. So find the cheapest manufacturer of tools you got. Once you find that, then you go with your connects you get through Fiverr to set up, build you a store and a website, and call that getget.com. Now you can tell a person, you can also go to Get. So Ace Hardware, Northern Tools, big box stores like Home Depot. We got one in our town called Menards because the original people, the Menards family, is from Wisconsin. But it's store like Lowe's and Home Depot. They call it Menards. You always get 11% back rebate. But you can do your own wholesale store called Get, and then they go and they can buy those from you. So your plumbing, your electrical, Granger, EcoWorthy, These are stores that sell all electrical stuff like that that is online. These are actual .coms you want to give a person that they can order from and have that shipped to their house. In addition to, for electrical and plumbing, what's the other website? Get. Energy Solutions, Solar Biz, Solar Kits, all kinds of stuff. There's all types of companies that offer solar. So you guys, as you guys start to look that up, go to thomasnet.com, not thomas.net, thomasnet.com. Type in solar, type in energy. You guys will find all those wholesale resources because you registered already, because you have a business or LLC. You can now buy from them wholesale. You can pre-order it and ship it to somebody else. Somebody will pay you, okay, $1,500, $2,000, $7,000, $13,000. You didn't order it wholesale and have it shipped to them. The $13,000 is going to include the shipping and handling. So do not think because you're sitting at home in Canada, in Tennessee, in Georgia, wherever you are, that you can't sell $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 items. You sure can. It's coming directly from the manufacturers, going drop ship straight over to everybody. So put that in mind so you guys can now be better financially set to take care of yourself. That's what this piece is all about that I'm giving you today. Okay, so let's go step 4. Secure food, water, and heating. It's very important that we show our people that they must secure food, they must secure water, they must have heating sources. Let's start with food. Canned food, bulk food, dehydrated food, whatever. Energy efficient food, beans, rice, butter, sugar, not butter, we don't do butter, sugar, flour, all the stuff that they would need, or resources to make their own things that they would need, that they must have these things. Water, you must have several water sources on your property in addition to being able to capture rainwater. If you can buy land with a stream, a pond, or something on there, very good. It shows you have a high water table. Then even when you have a well and have a well put in, you still want to have that, and that usually runs on a motor with electric. You still want to have another area downstream or downrange where you got a hand pump, and you can build a pump house around that to keep that from freezing in the wintertime. Put your little heater in there, a little solar heater. So you want to have water sources, and then heating. Heating in the country is going to be so cool, so needed that it ain't funny. But people only think of one source, and that's just the electric company. No, you got electric, so you can have baseboard heaters. You got gas, so you can have propane heaters. So you want electric, gas. Then you want solar, okay, solar heat. You can have solar heat because you got that piece going on with the solar energy coming down into those batteries. Then you got a generator for backup. Then you got generator heat. Then you got wood burning stoves. So I just gave you 5 heat sources that you can talk a person on. They're going to need those. You could sell all of those. You can sell the wood, you can sell the generator, you can sell the solar system, you can sell the whatever else, electric service, whatever. You can sell everything, the generator, all that stuff you can sell. You can market that yourself. Keep business in mind. So I'm showing you guys how to put business, not put people first, but put business there second, definitely. Or God first, people, business. Okay, so heating, and water solutions, food suppliers, Azure Standards, Patriot Supply. Patriot Supply has a lot of the survivor food. But when you go to thomasnet.com and you type in survivor food, you're going to get a lot of different manufacturers, a lot of things you can do your own private label. Private label means you got your own name on there. Trudy Spices, okay? K's Kit Kat. Okay, so you got candy bars, potato chips, no matter what it is. Everybody can have something on there. So be aware of those things that you can do, okay? And my brothers, same thing, man. Get that heavy gear, the men wear, the Carhartt stuff like that. Get it without the name tags on there. Put your own name tags on there. You can do that. Private labeling, okay? Private labeling. So you got all kinds of solutions and things that's on there. Water solutions. The Berkeley filter system, the rain harvest system. You can turn people onto different systems that they can find for that kind of water. Reverse osmosis. Also, if you type that in thomasnet.com, you can find other sources that you can get those from wholesale or below wholesale from the manufacturer. Now you get these kits for $300 that sell for $1,500 to $2,000. You make a little money. You make a little different. You can install them and have someone else install them. Heating. So you got Rural King. Rural King sells the wooden stoves. And they got all kinds of prices on there for real stoves. Turn those on to your people, but at the same time, you can also wholesale have those drop shipped. There are companies that actually drop ship those wood stoves. That wood stove, the person to see it on your site for $3,000, $3,500, $2,800, whatever. Your wholesaler, however, does all the drop shipping for you, and he charges you a whole lot less. So the price, you add in the price of shipping to the address that it's going. When a person pays you, you then go to your wholesaler and say, listen, I need this stove shipped to Tennessee. Or I need this stove shipped to Georgia or Alabama, just like that. And that's called drop shipping, is wholesale, because you remember, you get wholesale prices. Jump all over that. Jump all over that. Okay, so take advantage of that opportunity. All right. Step 5, energy preparedness. Okay, first aid. We know about first aid. We got a sister that does first aid. One part of our team does first aid kits. So we all should be researching tons and tons of resources and essentials for first aid. Here's Rescue Essentials and GALS. GALS has all these kind of medical supplies. Plus, we want to use ThomasNet.registry so we can have our own Get, our own first aid supply line, our own store or website that sells all this same stuff. Same way with safety, fire extinguishers, smoke alarms, carbon monoxide detectors, solar cell phone chargers, solar cell chargers for C batteries, AA batteries, AAA batteries, all 9-volt batteries, all of that. Solar chargers for all that, and we can get those below wholesale or from the manufacturer. So keep all those things in mind. Okay, as I have this for you. Step 6, manage your personal needs and waste. So how do we do that? So hygiene needs. There's a company called Glad Rags and Earth Hero. Go to those manufacturer sites, go to the websites and see what all they have to sell, and then also keep in mind that you also can be a supplier. In the event you see, I'm naming so many things so you guys can see your niche and see where you can get in. Hopefully you see your need so that you can start supplying some of the things yourself, because imagine just for instance, you get 50,000 or 100,000 people decide to buy something from Get, from a site that you came up with, and they all need your product, and they start rating it and telling other people about it. All of a sudden you just hit 20, 30, 40, $50,000 or 70, 80, 90, $100,000 or $1 million or two. You do not know. These are things that we know people need. So why not jump on the bandwagon? And in addition, get yourself set up, because God says be the lender, not the borrower. And there's a piece I put out on our site that shows you how we should not be wanting or hunger for anything. We should be also always hunger for and pulling for God and need of God. We should be tugging at his robe. Who that touched me? And he knows it should be us. But he supplied resources for us now to be self-sufficient, self-sustained. Okay, hygiene needs is there. Okay, disposing of unwanted items. Different ways you can teach people how to get rid of things that they don't necessarily need. Donation, Salvation Army, Goodwill. Get rid of it. Start dumping that junk. It's going to cost you more to move stuff that you know you don't need. Sell it if you can. Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist. Also, you can sell and offer different things that you have on those same sites. Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. Keep that in mind. Get on Facebook. Get on Marketplace. Craigslist. That kind of thing. Recycle. Check your local programs to start getting rid of things. What can be recycled? What can be turned into cash? A little bit of money helps. Okay, so start instructing our people on those things. Also, you use this for yourself. So DIY. Everybody know that's do it yourself. Herbal salves and recipes. I threw some stuff in there just as an examples on things you can do. Some of our members are familiar with salves. All you guys are familiar with salves and how those things work. There's tons of sites on there. Originally, this was something starting out to be other things, but I just use this as an example. And it got some ingredients: olive oil, beeswax, lavender oil, if you want a salve that has that fragrance. But then you can also add things to it. And there's different companies and stuff that's there that you can get this stuff from. Just an example of things that you could have to sell on your business, on your website. And there's listed recipes and books I got we're going to put out to show you guys how you can add the necessary ingredients for this salve to perform whatever that thing is that it does. So just as an example, there's tons and tons and tons of things that we can do. So assessing sources, building, securing, preparing, managing, importance of consistent learning and community support, guys. We have to be about this. So I'm giving you some things that can really help you out. Stay connected and informed. So as you guys run across new stuff, start to share it with us, share it with the team so we can get this out to everybody. I think everybody here has discovered something new that we can share and sell, share or either sell or have a business we can promote, but we can also share with each other. Encourage sustainability practices for long-term success. We want our people to have a roots planted, like a tree planted by the water. You don't want to be moved. And we want to teach that to our people that's coming and trusting in us, that God has given us these people. He's given us these sheep. He said, if you love me, feed my sheep, feed my sheep, feed my lambs. So we want to take care of people and show them how to set up sound structure. Okay, sound church, sound home, sound structure. So we want to give this out. So we want to reduce, reuse, and recycle. We don't want anything to go to waste. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. I got too many clothes. Let's throw them away. If you can hang on to those clothes, save those clothes, cut them up, get your sewing machine, reuse them, use them for rags, something else, whatever you need to, patches, what have you. Make a quilt, make some cover, make something else. But once you're in the country, reduce, reuse, recycle. Prior to going to the country, reduce, reuse, recycle. Pass knowledge to future generations. We are not teaching, the generations today have not taught the last 2-3 generations back Nothing. Nothing, 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 nothing. There's a few of us that teach our children. There's a few of us that teach our children. So we need to pass this down and instruct the people that come through us, that come through our ministry, to teach your children. To teach your children. Okay, now I'm going to go over something with you guys that we put together. It is in the store for $4.99. You guys don't have to buy it. It's already yours. But people were calling my beautiful bride and asking my wife, can you, they calling us on, WhatsApp, can you walk me through how to set up and start a business? Now, she doesn't need to do that. She can't do that. That's kind of not her role. Us as consultants, we can help a person. But the Supply Central guide I'm going to show you walks them through how to do that, tells them requirements. Not only that, it gives them wholesale sites that they can get stuff from. Okay, so let's go there. I double clicked on that link. We go to Supply Central. So this catalog, this is the front page. There's only 4 pages, and that's the front page right there where it walks them through things on how to do things. So let me move me up here out of the way. As you see me moving all over the place. So I put this together so the people can have a detailed list on how to get things. So these actual websites are hot. They can just click those or type those in on their computer and it'll go right through, right to this. If they get a digital download, like I said, they download this digitally from our store. They can also print this out, or you can print this out. You guys get this for free, by the way. It don't cost you a dime. But if they print this out, or get it from not printed out, if they digitally download it, these links are hot. So if they click that link, it'll take them right to wholesalebedding.com, and it offers a range of bulk blankets and linen. Okay, Granger.com, it takes them right to their site, tells you everything that's there. Tents, tent stoves, and accessories takes them right to the site, right to rei.com, takes them right to the website. Kodiak canvases for tents and all that, specializing in tents and other needs, right to the site. Tiny house and accessories takes them right to the house where you can, right to the site where you can buy tiny houses, wholesale, people, wholesale tiny houses, and the supplies, a tiny house company, and the supplies you need. So there's a couple of different places that's there that you can look for, and they do ship and deliver based on what cost is changing there. So you guys can see that yourself. Wood tools for lathe and routers, people that want to do wood crafting. Wood crafting is key in the country. You got more space than in the city to work with wood crafting, with your barn, your warehouse, your space, your shed that you're going to put up, whatever. Lots of tools where you can make clocks, cutting boards, couches, chairs, furniture, beds, bunk beds, what have you, on and on and on and on. So lots of accessories here to buy the things that you need to do that thing, to do those things with. So woodcraft.com takes you right to the site. Rockler offers a wide range of woodworking tools and accessories. Survival Foods, ReadyWise, ReadyWise.com. Look at the foods, make sure you check the labels, all that kind of fun stuff. We can also wholesale this, people. Remember, we go to thomasnet.com and order what we want and send it to our company, and the name of our company is Get. Thought I forgot, didn't y'all? Okay, here we go. So ReadyWise. So if you actually click that link, it takes you right to ReadyWise. Mountain House, specializing in freeze-dried foods for long shelf life. Let's go to Mountain. Let's go right to it. Click it. It takes you right to Mountain House. Takes you right to the house. Takes you right to the house, y'all. And you can get what you need. Look through there, see what's there that's good for us, that meets our criteria. Keep looking. There's water. There's all. Just add water, I should say. Ready in minutes. Look for stuff that follows our eating diet plan, follow our diet plan. And there's lots of things there. Some things don't follow our eating diet plan, but they're able to click the link, as you guys see, and go right to it. So that's what I want to show you guys. There's a lot there. So that's just that page. In conclusion, this is actually the back cover that you saw. That's the front cover. That's the back cover. There's 2 more inside. And then in conclusion, it tells everybody about this pamphlet. The wholesaler provides a wide range of products that's essential for stocking in general store, ensuring that the rural business owners have access to food, to good things for the community, all they need. So we're showing people how to have a business. So we tell them about that pamphlet, and when they scan this down here, it takes them right to our website. There's a phone number. Okay, this is the inside cover. The inside cover, this is where it starts. Introduction. Supply Central is a comprehensive resource guide to sourcing essential supplies for sustainability, living, self-sufficiency, and country store operation. This pamphlet provides a curated list of suppliers offering a wide range of products, okay, from farm tools and survival foods and bulk candles, the King James Bible, other words, bookstores, so you can get all your resources. Okay, so whether you are established country, a homestead, or setting up a general store, or preparing emergencies, this guide will connect you with all the suppliers and things that you need, the trusted suppliers. So when we put this together, I want you guys to know that this is a resource right now that I made generally so that you guys know how to have it, you can take advantage of it, and then we share this with our people. Additionally, before starting a business in any state, it is crucial to research and understand the legal requirements. Many states require business owners to register as a LLC. limited liability corporation, or sole proprietorship or C corporation. Okay, in order to legally operate. So check with your local authorities for licensing, taxing obligations, zoning laws, and permits. So we're really going to we're putting really step by step on what to do and what people can check for. Ensure compliance for a smooth operation, establishing legal business structure, protects personal assets from opening doors to wholesale purchasing, tax benefits, and government resources. So you want to be protected because if God forbid you sell something, somebody gets hurt, they come and they sue Get. They don't come and they sue you. They sue Get because you had a corporation that protects you. Limited liability or full corp protects you. And then as you go down, we give how to check your state laws. So this will be the second page when you open the booklet. How to check your state laws to open a business, and it gives you everything in steps. Starting a business in the country or city, because you can start it in the city to help you develop income you need for you to be able to make that country move, for you to be able to buy that property. So we're literally walking everybody to that. It says visit your local business, the local state's business website. Every state has an official website where you can find businesses registrations for compliance and information. Okay, you can get everything you need there. Then it check business structure requirements, determine whether you need to register as an LLC, sole proprietorship, corporation, based on whatever your business plans are, whatever you plan to do, whatever your goals are. Okay, understanding licensing and permits. Certain businesses require special licensing for zoning permits, especially if you're selling food. If you're selling food, you're going to need a different type of license, especially if you're cutting food or if it's cooked food. If you're selling vegetables, kind of a general license, as long as you're not cutting or cooking. If you're actually cooking something, you need a different license. If you're selling firearms, you need a different license. Or agricultural products, you need a different license in some areas, in some states. Some you don't. Wisconsin, you don't. So check your zoning and see what regulations you need. Verify tax obligations. Contact your state Department of Revenue to understand sales tax, income tax, and business-related taxes so you'll know how to file at the end of the year or the beginning of the very next year. Keep track of all your paperwork. So you guys need to know this for your own business, your new business, your store called Get. Okay, so but you also need to teach this to the people because this is something that you guys need to have for yourself that's going to be simply outstanding. Okay, so register with the IRS as well. If hiring employees operating under a business name, you may need an employee identification number or an EIN. So check with that. Consult your local clerk. I didn't go over there, depending on where you are for specific permits and things you may need. Okay, check for grants and assistance program. Sometimes there are states that offer great grants and tax incentives. So you want to check with those on all those tax sites or state sites for different things that you're doing. So open a business in a rural area provides numerous benefits such as economic independence, community services, and sustainability. That's there for you guys. By stocking essential supplies and resources, business owners can create a self-sufficiency lifestyle and support their neighbors in building a thriving rural economy and serving God. So here's an opportunity for you to move to the country and be a help to the community, but definitely be a help to yourself and be self-sustaining. Now, well, everybody know I got a store. All these people come to my land. All these people know where I live. All these people know where my property's at. That's not the only property you have. Through the grace of God, you got a store where you provide people in that community, in that area. But now you got some old land you bought somewhere else that you can also fix up because now through grace of God, you make a serious income. So be there to help people. And anytime you can get in your Get mobile and get going down the road to your other property or wherever you want to go. So tons of opportunities. Major wholesales and general store supplies. That's what's here. That's what we put down here for you, where people can get clothes. This actually be number one when they open it up, where people will get clothes, shoes, socks. Wholesale Central. You can buy directly from Wholesale Central. Directly from Wholesale Central. Now, Wholesale Central don't make this product. They get it from manufacturers. Remember, I told you about thomasnet.com. You can actually find the manufacturer. But here you're buying from a wholesaler, which means you can now become the retailer. You can now be the store. Okay, you can now be the store. So that's what all of this is. Dollar Days. You can buy directly from Dollar Days or you can buy directly from the manufacturer. All sorts of items are there. When you click the website, you'll see that. Global Sources, okay? Globalsources.com. Tons of stuff. Candle wax, wicks, fragrances, everything is there. Book Apothecary, spices, food, seasonings, candle wax, whatever. A Book Apothecary has it. Fragrance, what's those oils? Homeopathic oils, all the natural things are there. They got so many good things there that it's unlimited. It's not funny. You can buy wholesale right from the manufacturer. Northern Country Candles, again, stuff for candles, the long-lasting wicks, wax, all kinds of stuff, fragrances and scents. Sternal Fluid, waterproof matches. Some of this is not wholesale, but it's retail. But from Sterno, you're getting the cans, that each one of those cans of Sterno fluid burn from like 6 hours. You can also find through thomasnet.com the actual sites that make that kind of stuff, and those things, and you can buy them from the big box stores where you can get like 12 to 24 of these cans per case, and they cost you like, $13, $14. Well, remember, each one of those cans is not just a heat source. It can heat up a pan of water, which can keep your food warm. You can cook on it. It's also a light source, an energy source, and it can keep you warm as well. So Sterno fluid is a first priority. That, stick matches, and things like that, flint sticks to light matches with, those are things that you want to have in your repertoire, in your library anyway. Okay, waterproof matches and things like that, you want to have those in your library anyway. You're out in the woods, you need to start a fire, you need to dry some wood. Fire can't keep these matches from lighting, plus you got flint sticks and all that kind of fun stuff. All right, so there's a lot of things there for that I want you guys to look at. Okay, ucogear.com offers waterproof matches and outdoor gear, tons of different gears. And then there's Chemlight, solar radios, portable solar chargers, all that stuff is there. Remember, I told you, you guys need to get all this stuff. So this is a resource for you that you can put these on your store. Your store is called, Get. Okay, and make that happen. So there's tons of stuff that we put here. So I just wanted you guys to have all that. I'm gonna wind this down real quick. So now you got a ton of resources. Enjoy this video, write everything down. Look to get your own business going, but I want y'all to have that. You got anything you can add to that, you can. It's unlimited. It doesn't stop. But don't forget the website, thomasnet.com. This is for my team. There Are People Ministry. I got you guys. Anything you see, you need, let me know. God bless.